Konbanwa minasan, this is Chronicle. Okay, I'm going to talk about this new character, Thor. And then he is from the Shin Megami Tensei 3 collaboration. Yeah. And then first thing first is, he is a pure physical attacker with strike and magic attack, these two. And then, since I haven't fully maxed his gates yet, especially this gate and this gate. Yeah, so his HP is about this high. With the rules everything. Yeah, so maybe if I max everything should be about 10k somewhere. But then if we are comparing with those high HP character, like for example Teresa, Kalula, his HP definitely is not as high as them. Yeah, but then it's okay. Later I will go through about why it's okay. And then next is the runes. Okay, I equip him with the physical attack and single attack, or area attack, or accuracy, up to you. But then for this physical attack, maybe you can switch with the HP up. Yeah, I am not really that sure, but I think physical attack should be the better choice. And then with either strike attack or magic attack. Yeah, and then healing power or guts or critical rate. Yeah, since he has a property of critical skill, not all. And then either physical defense or critical, but I think physical defense should be better choice. And anything else. And then magic defense or luck, up to you. Yeah, and the rest is up to you. And then for the Phantom Barbary, well, basically it's up to you. Yeah, right now I equipping him with the area attack. And of course, you can switch with the single attack and resistance and critical rate, critical damage. Yeah, really up to you. And then same goes to the status, up to you. Except for the magic attack, of course. Yeah, the rest is up to you. For this leader skill, it increases his HP, physical attack, strike attack, and berserk resistance. Yeah, not so bad. And then if you master his third gate, this will become all attack 20%. Yeah, usual thing. Yeah, so at least you can mess around with other types of attacker besides the strike attacker. Okay, this will be his other status. Okay, it's about this high. Yeah, actually it's nothing much. And then with strike attack and magic attack. Yeah, and then with the resistance and all attack, and then the other status resistant, and then debuff resistant. Yeah, basically it's nothing much to say. Yeah, just increase his healing power or accuracy or critical rate should be good enough. Or maybe just strike attack or magic attack or any resistance. Yeah. And then next is about his rash ability, and then this is a counter strike attack plus property of critical. And then reduce the opponent guts to 0 for 1 turn before the attack. Yeah, so basically it's very good against you know who. Yeah, and then the shooting range is 3. Yeah, this is really very good for PvP most of the time. Yeah, but then it's also very good for the normal map. Yeah, since it's a normal counter attack. This will be his second rash ability, and it will only activate if the opponent is using physical attack damage. Yeah, so beware. And then he will reduce the opponent physical attack for 1 turn before the enemy's attack. So basically, it's a minor debuff. It may seem like nothing much, especially if the opponent has the resistance against the physical attack debuff or debuff resistance. But then, at least, he can reduce the opponent physical attack before the enemy's attack hit, so that at least the damage taken will be lower than usual. Yeah, so it's considered not so bad. But then the shooting range is only 4. Yeah, so this is not so suitable for shooter. So most of the time, you will be using the another rash ability, since this is only applies to physical attack, not magic, so beware. This passive is when you master his second gate, and it really greatly increases his physical attack a lot. And then with the all attack. Yeah, so this passive is almost a must. Yeah, die must get. Unless you don't want to use him for attacking. Yeah, otherwise please equip this one. This passive will greatly increase his initial jewel and abyss speed. Yeah, so I think these two passive will be the best for him by default. Yeah, but then this passive can be switched around depending on the situation. Like for example, he will have this 10k damage shield from the start of the map. Yeah, so this is very good for PvP. Yeah, super good. But it will reduce the magic resistance. So you need to beware against the magic attacker. Yeah. And then for this one, he will have the fire damage reflect for 3 turns from the start of the map. Yeah, so this is also very good against all types of fire damage. Yeah, any fire damage. And lastly is this passive. He will absorb the thunder damage for 3 turns from the start of the map. And then after 4 turns, his thunder resistance gradient up. So this is also very good against the thunder attacker. This Mementos is for Thor and Trumpeter. Yeah, these two. And then for this group skill, if you max break this Mementos, it adds extra strong versus the all elemental except for the strong versus the light. Yeah, so this is not bad. And then with the healing power, yeah, important. And then reduce the dual cost, also very important. And then for the visual ability is, he will have the all back resistance up and move +2 until he uses any one attack from the start of the map. Yeah, so this is very good for PvP as usual. And then if you max break this Mementos, the status resistance gradient up and for 2 attacks instead. Yeah, so basically more or less it's almost status immune. Yeah, unless the opponent has the ability to reduce the resistance, otherwise it's as good as status immune. Yeah. This will be the Mementos leader skill, and this is only for the Shin Megami Tensei group. And then it will greatly increase the physical attack, magic attack, and with the speed up. So it's a very simple leader skill. But this leader skill doesn't increase any HP or maybe dex. Okay, next is about his gears. And this weapon you can get from the ES quest. Yeah, free weapon. And it increases his initial jewel, physical attack, and critical rate. Yeah, so just equip this weapon by default. And then for the weapon ability, I will go through at the training arena. Same goes to the main and side ability. Yeah. And then next is, this accessory is from his Mementos, and it increases his death sentence resistance, strike magic attack, and single attack resistance. Yeah, so this is not really that bad, especially this death sentence resistance. Yeah, very good for PvP, usual thing. And then for the weapon ability is, he will reduce all enemies within the map thunder resistance until the enemy receives any one attack damage. Yeah, so basically this is very good in all types of quests. Yeah, not just PvP. But then this is reduce the thunder resistance, not strike resistance. Yeah, so it is a big waste if you know what I mean. Urbros reduce all magic resistance from the start of the map. Yeah, magic resistance is much more better than elemental resistance. Yeah, and this thunder resistance only reduce about 30 if I'm not wrong. Yeah, just imagine this reduce the strike resistance 25. I think the damage will be greatly increased. Surely, yeah. And then if you don't have this accessory, just equip anything you like. Maybe HP reject armor, Ultima Muffler, also can, no problem. And then next is, this accessory is from the previous Mementos when they first released this collaboration. And then it increased the HP, speed, and all attack. Yeah, all elemental attack. Yeah, so this accessory is also very good for him overall. But the main thing is this weapon ability. Important. From the start of the map, he will have the all parameter up and strong versus the Shin Megami Tensei double unit. Yeah, so just equip this accessory if you have the Mementos. Yeah, so Dai must get this Mementos if you want to fully utilize all the Shin Megami Tensei character. Yeah, all of them will have this bonus. And of course, if you don't have this gear, just equip with anything that is increase the speed will be good enough. Yeah, and that's all. Okay, this will be his overall status if you equip with the gear and then with this leader skill and Mementos. Yeah, it's considered average high overall. Some more, this is not even fully max. And then next is about his normal attack. Okay, about 7k, not bad. About 8k, yeah, also not bad. And next is this main ability, first skill, and it is a 5 hit attack plus probability of critical and probability of stun status for 3 turns. Yeah, not 100%, so beware. And if he defeats any enemies, this skill will activate. Yeah, this is very good. Later I will explain about it. And then the damage is okay, not bad. And then the stun status is about this high. And I think if all hit critical, the damage will definitely more than 20k, yeah. For this second skill is an area magic attack, not strike attack. Yeah, pure magic. And then with the berserk status, and the opponent will have all attack down except for the magic attack. Yeah, so this is very good for the PvP. And then of course, if he defeats any enemy, this will activate. Yeah, so basically all of his main ability will have this one. And then the damage is okay, it's lower than the first skill, definitely. But at least if the opponent gets the berserk status, more or less the damage will be very low. Yeah. And for this third skill, it's also an area attack with move and jump -2 for 3 turns. Yeah, this is not so bad. And the damage is okay, and the radius is 5x2 rectangle. Yeah, and you only can target one straight line, so beware. Okay, not so bad. For this last skill, it is a single attack and with the range of 1. Yeah, so beware. And then he will reduce the opponent move to 0 for 1 turn. Very good. And with the all elemental resistance gradient for 1 turn. And then with this skill activate when he defeats the enemy. Okay. And if you max his 5th gate, it adds extra 100% hit. Very good. And then instead of 1 turn become 2 turns for the elemental resistance up. Okay. And the skill usage increase. Yeah, so the overall upgrade is actually quite good. Especially with 100% hit. At least he can attach the evasion unit. But then it doesn't increase any skill power. So beware. And then the damage is okay, it's considered pretty high. Okay, very nice. 22k and above. And next is this additional skill. He will have the 10k damage shield. Yeah, this is good. And then along with the HP regen, jewel regen, and move +2 for 1 turn. Also good. And lastly is permanent increase his strike, magic attack, and speed. And can be stacked for 3 times. Yeah, so this is the main thing about Thor. If he managed to defeat the enemy and repeat, he will be invincible. Unless if the opponent has the ability to ignore the shield or whatsoever. Otherwise, I think Thor is not so easy to get killed. Next is the sub ability first skill, very simple. Physical attack ×3 for 1 turn. Okay, the end. Yeah, so he has the ability to increase the attack, more damage. Very good. But then I am not really that sure whether he will be using this skill on auto or not. Yeah, because some of the characters, they can use the charge skill, even if you are auto. Yeah, so I'm not really that sure. This second skill is a magic attack. And then he drains the opponent HP and jewel at the same time. Yeah, so this is not bad, but the shooting range is only just 1, so beware. And the damage is... So basically it drains about this much. About 10k. For this third skill, he will remove all enemies buff. Yeah, within the AoE. And then the shooting range and radius. Diamond. Shooting range of 3. Consider not so bad. Yeah, but then cannot target long range, so beware. And then for this last skill is a Thunder Magic plus 1 turn paralyzed status. 100% cannot move. Yeah, so this is a upgrade version of the normal paralyzed. And then the damage is okay, and the shooting range is not bad, 1 to 5. Okay, so the main purpose more or less is paralyzed status. Okay, next is his master ability, and then for this skill is from his 3 weapon ability, and it is an area attack, and if the opponent has move debuff, the skill power greatly increase. Yeah, so this is not bad. And then if he kills the enemy, this skill will activate. Yeah, basically it's the super buff with the shield. And then the damage is okay, not so bad, and the radius is 3x3 in front of him. Yeah. Okay, about 18k. Okay, right now I am using the mercenary since I haven't unlocked his 7 gate. Yeah, so this will be his level 20 Kaigan skill. And then it is a magic attack. And if the opponent has the move debuff, he will inflict additional death sentence for 1 count. Yeah, 1 count death sentence. Yeah, so this is a super PvP skill. Yeah, but of course if the opponent has the death resistance or immune, it will be useless. But other than that, this is very OP. Yeah, but you only can use 1 time, so beware. And then the damage is okay, about this high. And of course, the mercenary status is different from mine. Yeah, so the damage may be different. Okay, not so bad. Yeah, so the main purpose is the death sentence. Yeah. Well, straight to the point. Is he really a must or not? Well, definitely it's optional from my build. But at the same time, he is really very good. Yeah, if you guys need some good strike attacker, yes, you can try to use him. No problem. And compared with the Ancient or Genesis, I think this character is much more easy to trade since you can use the afterward shots. And of course, he is definitely very good for PvP and fought better. Yeah, since he has the 10k shield from the start. And after when he kills the enemy, he will activate the shield again and repeat. But of course, if the enemy has high strike resistance, it will be useless. Yeah, definitely. Same goes to the other strike attacker. Yeah. Other than that, you can just aim for him if you want. No problem. Thank you for watching this video. If you guys got any questions about him, please comment. See ya, sayonara.